Jim Rohn has a lovely quote says, if you want to change, just move. You're not a tree stuck into the ground.
No.
And I believe, okay, I'll put it in another way. Do you believe if you stayed back home, you will be that successful or not?
No way.
No way.
No way, because I put limitations on myself and I had blocks on myself that I didn't even realise. And a few people would say, maybe you should go, but leave on. And I never probably had a negative mindset. And I've heard you talk about mindsets a lot. It wasn't negative, but it was limited.
Limited beliefs.
And I don't think that we speak about that difference enough, because I'd always look around and go, hey, I'm very grateful for this job. I'm very grateful for this great place I'm living in. I'm grateful. But you've still got to be able to say, good is the enemy of great. I've got to break this if I'm actually going to achieve that goal.
If you go back to radio, what will be the challenges that you faced that you want to share it with the guys who would like to really pursue this kind of career?
Perseverance and just old-fashioned hard work. Just hard work. I worked harder than anyone else, almost anyone else I know. However, I didn't work smarter. So I was a bit, not simplistic, but I was I'm just going to work. I'm going to do every weekend music shift. I'm going to do the late nights. I'm going to fill in. I'm going to do the Christmas shifts. I'm going to do the long weekend. And that'll get me somewhere and I'll be recognized by the boss. No, because...
Did you agree to an underpaid work
not underpaid, but I think that, in a radio station, you're not paid on the work that you do or the quality of the work or how much work you do. You are paid on the value you bring to the radio station. So that's a hard thing to quantify. Why does this person do a tenth of the work but earns 10 times the money? Because maybe it's because advertisers know him and they recognize his brand and his brand can help. So I think it's a bit more about anyone getting into media now. It is just, you've got to be willing. I started out as an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, working for nothing at a radio station for 2 years. And then I was willing to move to a country town in the middle of nowhere and sacrifice everything. And I constantly was sacrificing. And over a period of 15 years, I don't think I had more than 2 weekends off where I wasn't either on air or studying. And I look back and I don't regret it, but there were times I could have worked smarter than harder and probably be more willing to adopt new technologies. I'm in radio when Facebook kind of broke. Exactly. It was around the same time. And there was a girl at the radio station and she was saying, I'm going to get my own Facebook page. And we all sort of laughed at her. We're on the radio. What do you want to do with that for? Yet 6 months later, who's the one that's got the Mercedes car? Right? It's her, because they saw her. And that's a lesson in being visible. So I think that the hard work is there, but you got to work smart and be visible and have a great relationship and build your brand. So you got to focus your work alongside that, more so than just working really hard for someone else.